Coming up on UCF Nightly News, we learn about the developing case of an attempted sexual attack that took place at nearby student housing.
Then we learn how conflicts overseas are affecting places of worship here in Central Florida.
After that, we see what the reality of the holiday season is for some UCF students.
In sports, we learn how one UCF men's basketball player is doing so far this season. Plus, we hear how UCF fared in the Big 12 Football Awards.
Nightly News starts now. Good afternoon and welcome to Nightly News. I'm Afraa Naamani.
And I'm Leeann Figueroa. Today is Friday, December 1st.
As artificial intelligence tools continue to grow in popularity nationwide, this episode of Nightly News has been produced using the help of AI. A suspect is still on the loose after an attempted sexual attack at Mercury 3100 Apartments this past weekend. Deputies say the victim was opening her front door when a man approached her from behind, shoved her into the apartment, and then went inside and closed the door. With the help of her roommate, the woman was able to fight off the attacker before he fled from her apartment and was captured, leaving in this Ring surveillance video. Deputies say the victim did the right thing by fighting back and immediately calling for help, and they're now warning the attacker that he will be brought to justice.
It's important to remember that there are cameras everywhere in this day and age, and if you are a suspect or a perpetrator in Orange County looking to victimize our citizens, we will find you and we will catch you.
Deputies say the man stands at around 6 feet and is either white or Hispanic and was wearing a black t-shirt, black baseball cap, and black shorts. If you have any information about the incident, OCSO says to call them at 407-836-4357.
In response to heightened tensions in the Israel-Palestine conflict, places of worship in the United States have increased safety precautions. CRJ Orlando is just one of the synagogues in the Orlando area that's installed metal gates, call boxes, and heightened security. Religious leaders like Rabbi Rachel Jackson say their main priority is ensuring everyone feels safe.
We're scared for people over in Israel and the Middle East. We're scared for anti-Semitism that we see happening here in America and in Europe and other places.
Jackson says that many of the safety precautions they currently have been around since the synagogue opened. She says they plan to keep many of the new precautions long term.
As we near the winter break, there will be many students who are unable to travel back home for the holidays. And that's according to a recent report by Credit Karma saying 1 in every 3 college students can't afford to travel home due to student debt. Another reason cited by students has been that traveling has gotten too expensive, whether it's driving or flying. UCF student Braxton Page says students should keep a plan to make sure they can travel while keeping their money stable.
If you can find a way to be able to go home and financially maintain it, then do that. But that might involve you having to cut some corners in other areas, maybe not being able to get everything that you wanted to, maybe having to relax on like what you eat a little while to be able to try to go home.
Even though plane tickets prices are on the decline according to Consumer Price Index data, the average plane ticket price remains at $400 for a domestic round trip in the United States.
New steel case booths are making a debut in the UCF library. Students can enjoy sound dampening quiet booths on all 5 floors of the John C. Hitt Library. These booths' purpose is for students to make private phone calls or hop on Zoom meetings for interviews. Among 15 booths the library installed, 5 are designed for standing. In the upcoming semesters, students can expect additional booths added for our left-handed friends, as right now they mostly accommodate people who are right-handed. A library administrator says this new addition happened due to persistent demands from students who want to enhance their academic environment.
The UCF Photography Club returns from its year-and-a-half hiatus with a whole new look. After over 7 years of existence, the Photography Club was forced to go on hiatus due to low attendance and the shutdown of UCF campuses caused by COVID-19. The club underwent a significant identity transformation by renaming itself Knight Studio and working to regain its status as a registered student organization.
Unfortunately, they couldn't get any other club members at the time to become officers. So slowly it kind of started dissolving into what it was.
Knight Studio was registered as an RSO with 16 members last Thursday. Their goal is to help students build and enhance their photography skills. And next semester, the club will be offering a series of workshops covering everything from basic camera techniques to advanced editing skills.
Student government hosted a Winter Wonderland event Thursday night at Memory Mall, and the turnout was no joke. Hundreds of students came to Memory Mall for some winter cheer last night. There was an ice skating rink, a mechanical reindeer, and other fun holiday-themed activities. There was also a giveaway where students donated toys to Toys for Tots for the chance to win a UCF-themed gift basket. SGA Director of Student Affairs, Brianna Urea, says she hopes the Winter Wonderland acted as a much-needed break for students studying for finals.
I just hope that they're having a good break from studying from finals and they're getting excited for holiday break and just having a good time.
The Winter Wonderland is just one of many events being held in the final weeks of school. To check out more, visit events.ucf.edu.
Forbes magazine released their 30 under 30 list for 2024 on Wednesday. UCF student Jack Sweeney was among one of the people recognized under the consumer technology category. According to the list, he's one of the 26 youngest to be recognized this year. Sweeney says that he was surprised by the announcement and that this will help to kickstart his future.
I knew I was nominated for the list, and then I had to fill out some info, but then a couple months went by. I didn't expect anything, and then I thought they would contact me ahead of time, but I just found out when everyone else found out, so it was really surprising and cool.
While Sweeney is most known for his creation of a bot that tracks Elon Musk, he also has one for Taylor Swift and various Russian oligarchs. Sweeney says his goal for the future is to keep making an impact.
Ideas for Us, a nonprofit based at UCF, began with a group of passionate students looking to help the environment. Their mission, helping the environment one plant at a time. According to a recent report by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, only 25% of the U.S. total land is used to produce food. However, senior biology major and president of the club, Sabrina Diaz, says it does more than just help. It provides a sense of community.
Do so much in this community to help, and not only that, it connects me with people who are like-minded, who care so much about nature and preserving it because we really only have one Earth.
Ideas for Us says they have been fighting the good fight for the past 15 years, but urge more to join. For more information, go to www.ideasforus.org.
If you are planning to ship out any mail before the holidays, there are some deadlines you may need to know about. The deadline for USPS ground shipping is December 16th, according to their website. If you need a bit more time, though, you can opt to use Priority Mail Express shipping by December 20th. FedEx recommends customers mail out their holiday items by December 13th for ground shipping. You have until December 21st to use their one-day delivery option. UPS says customers have until December 19th using the 3-day select shipping, and December 21st is the last day to ship UPS next day air packages.
UCF Fall 2023 commencement is coming soon, and here's some information you need to know before walking the stage. Graduation is split into 3 different ceremonies on Friday, December 15th and 16th. UCF grads can take photos at the Reflection Pond and pick up biodegradable confetti at the SGA office in the Student Union. Graduates who have several guests or cannot attend commencement can participate in Grad Walk on Thursday, December 14th at the Addition Financial Arena. Students looking for more information about graduation can go to ucf.edu/graduation.
Sam Altman has returned as the CEO of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. Altman was ousted by the board last week in a vote that came as a surprise to investors, OpenAI employees, and many others. In the few days Altman was out, OpenAI went through 2 different CEOs, and Altman was offered a position by Microsoft, CBS News reported. Days later, OpenAI reached an agreement with Altman to bring him back under a new board of directors. The board currently only consists of 3 members, with a long-term goal to bring that total to 6. It was pretty cold out this week, Leeann, wasn't it?
Yeah, Afraa, it sure was. And it was cloudy too. Nightly News weather anchor Heather Basley joins us now at the desk.
Hello, ladies. How are we doing today?
Hello. Heather, what are the current conditions looking like right now?
Well, our Friday is off to a cloudy and warm start as temperatures area in the 60s to 70s. A few areas have fallen to the 50s, and our warm start to the day will continue into the afternoon as temperatures reach the mid-80s. Unlike yesterday, much of the day will be cloudy with some peaks of sunshine and a low % chance of rain. More clouds will stream in overnight and temperatures will drop in the 60s. It seems as though Florida missed the memo about it being the start of the meteorological winter, but we might see our next cold front coming in soon.
After the break, we dive into AI. We see how a professor feels about AI being integrated into journalism.
Plus, what AI tool UCF faculty and students are trying to use to their benefit.
Now, Nightly News reporter Sadaya Keita joins us in the studio.
So, Sadaya, what's going on in the world of AI?
Artificial intelligence tools such as ChatGPT have become more active here at UCF. We're going to take a look at how AI is impacting our day-to-day work. There are some who argue whether or not the use of certain AI tools such as DALL-E are ethical. There are still many questions around the databases that these programs use to create. Now, for full disclaimer, we did use artificial intelligence to assist us with this edition of Nightly News. We wanted to experience these tools to see how it can be beneficial to a newsroom. We used Bing powered by DALL-E to over-the-shoulder images. We also used ChatGPT to grammar check our scripts for the stories you are viewing today. We directed AI to fact-check information along with our diligent reporting. We also use ChatGPT to assist us with certain parts of our scripts. Finally, we use the automated program to create a list of questions for some of our interviews. Now don't worry, the final touch on the stories are still very human, as we were the last point of review for the stories we're showing you today. Many newsrooms, such as the Miami Herald, have begun implementing AI into their work. From writing scripts to transforming informational content from one medium to another, AI is being used in some newsrooms today. The use of AI in journalism has raised some concerns over the ethics behind it. Rick Brunson, a journalism professor at UCF, says that AI is a helpful tool to be used ethically.
We use it as an assistive technology that helps us do our work, efficiently, speedily, because journalism is all about accuracy and speed, as you well know. It can help us.
Professor Brunson says his concerns over AI in the newsroom are more towards it taking away jobs than over ethics. UCF faculty held a meeting on November 20th embracing the use of ChatGPT. This is the second webinar by UCF, and they plan to repeat them every semester. With about 130 faculty members in attendance, they say they learned about what to expect with students using ChatGPT. According to the National Association of Student Personnel Administrators, there's been a rise in the use of ChatGPT on universities. UCF faculty are trying to understand the new AI tool and how it can be used to benefit them in their teaching process. Dr. Kevin Yee, the director of the Faculty Center for Teaching and Training, said professors need to address the way they approach their assessments.
We've got to think about how do we measure critical thinking or creative thinking or whatever it is they're after, analysis, that sort of stuff, in a way that's not just the standard essay or the standard discussion board post. Faculty need to recognize that these tools are probably permanent part of the landscape, and therefore the assessments need to morph over time.
While the faculty here at UCF try to understand ChatGPT, the students are discovering new ways on how the artificial intelligence tool can benefit them. Students are more familiar with ChatGPT as popularity of the artificial intelligence tool has risen. Staff discuss concerns about students using ChatGPT to cheat on assignments. Kartek Kapagantu, a junior year computer science major here at UCF, says that ChatGPT helps him with his studies.
I think the ability to have access to a tool like this is really helpful because, first of all, it helps us learn in a much faster rate than kind of using different kinds of sources. And so ChatGPT kind of gives one central message and theme that you could kind of abide by, and it's really helps the overall learning of any concept or idea much faster. These tools were used today to generate all of our over-the-shoulder graphics, with the exception of situations like Forbes 30 Under 30 story, where we felt it was unethical to use. Google has developed an AI model that claims to predict weather accurately in 1 minute. GraphCast, the weather AI model, is supposed to predict a 10-day weather forecast without error. The model also offers earlier warnings of natural disasters and extreme weather events, as far as even identifying rivers associated with flood risk. Embry-Riddle, meteorology professor, says this model is trained to predict the weather based on past data set models, then apply it to the future.
Google isn't producing the past data set. They are taking it from the European Center, training their AI model on it, and having it predict the future that way.
Millard also says it is imperative that broadcast meteorologists use it as a tool to maintain that human interaction and trust between them.
So guys, we talked about how we use these AI tools for this show. We use ChatGPT, we use DALL-E, but we did see that they're not exactly perfect.
Yes, I used ChatGPT to kind of do some fact checking specifically on the university, and it said that we were not in the Big 12, so there are some things that you want to double check when you are using ChatGPT.
Right, and one of the things is that you have to make sure when you're using ChatGPT or other AI tools that you command it in perfect order or a perfect command, because I did have a problem commanding it, writing me a 45-second VOSOT script, and it didn't do that particularly well. But coming up, We will have Heather come back and tell us more about upcoming weather for the weather in Central Florida.
Plus, our partners at Embry-Riddle will share what's happening across the nation.